Yeah, for tips where to dine and get the very best souvenirs.
We're joined by Athena Min. She lived in Beijing for 20 years before she moved to London to teach Mandarin. Athena, welcome.
Good morning to you guys. Thank you very much for inviting me here. And what I want to say to those people who are traveling to Beijing, I'm really, truly from my heart, thank you. Thank you to you all who trust us and join us for this great opportunity to our country. And if you've never been to Beijing before,
Have you been, Max?
No, I haven't. No.
I haven't either. So yeah, we're looking forward to your tips.
What are your sort of top tips? Certain places to visit?
Oh yes, there will be a few, but not too many. Okay, the first thing first, always take a hotel note paper with you or hotel envelopes. So you make sure wherever you go, you have the hotel name and the address, contact number printed with Chinese character on it. So you know you never get lost.
Okay.
And second, if you can, please do travel with taxis. I know some people say we would like to take buses or try to take underground, but personally, I think it's much easier traveling with taxis.
Is it expensive to use taxis?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I think they start with only £1 or even less.
Okay.
So, for example, you're traveling for 20 minutes from one end to another end of Beijing, it probably will cost you £5. It's much cheaper than London anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. And in terms of foreign languages, how good are local people at English, for example? Do you need to learn some Chinese before you go there?
I think if you can learn simple hello, goodbye, or how do you do, that'll be definitely useful. But not to worry too much, because as we can see recently on the news, there are lots of Chinese people try to prove in the English day by day.
Sure.
And with the taxi drivers, they are coping with normal English conversations nowadays. And also, because Olympic game, the taxi companies, they set up this free interpreting service which covered English, German, French, Spanish, Italian, Japanese, Korean, up to 7 different languages, which are free interpreting. So if you cannot communicate with the taxi driver, he will simply start the free interpreting service.
Now we're getting distracted by the yummy food you got there right now.
And it's making me really hungry.
Well, there's some very traditional but simple northern Chinese food we have is daily, and this is dumpling. You can have a dumpling as boiled, steamed, or like this deep fried. And this is steamed bread. I know English bread, you roast them, toast them in the oven, but we use them steamed.
So what's your favorite place in Beijing for really sort of local good dim sum dumplings?
Oh, we have so many restaurants. I tell you, they're opening new ones every day. It's depending on what kind of food you prefer, spicy, medium, or sweet. But if you really cannot cope with the mainland Chinese food, there are Pizza Hut, KFC, McDonald's. You know you're safe. Nothing to worry at all.
We've got a few points that you've given us to places to visit. So visiting the Summer Palace as well as the Forbidden City.
Yes.
You also talk on the subject of food, traditional northern roast duck.
Yes.
Is that like the crispy duck that we're used to here in London?
Very similar. The only difference is the crispy duck is deep fried, but the roast duck is roasted. Like we have for Sunday lunch or Sunday dinner, roast beef, roast lamb, similar thing. Very similar.
And what's the best place if you want to get away sort of from the hustle and bustle? Because of course Beijing is such a huge, busy city. What's your favorite place to sort of relax?
I think if you go to the countryside of Beijing, we have quite a few different districts, and get out of the central ones. Drive about 40 up to an hour outside central Beijing, and you can see the countryside. And they have this free farm picking. Events you can go. You can pick as much as the fruits or vegetable you like. And you can go for fishing. There are quite certain mountains around, and one of them called Xiangshan, which is about hour and 15 minutes away from Tiananmen Square. And it's not a very high mountain, just a small hill, but it's got a very beautiful temple
So
And
worth going
this-
to see that.
Yes,
Good
it is.
tips, very good tips.
Makes us want to go.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, shame we're
Thanks
not
very
going.
much for coming in.
I'm sure Angelie was listening carefully.
Yes, exactly, all the top tips.
Thank you very much.
It's time for a look at the global weather picture now.
Yeah, I'll speak to Kate.